Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin this lesson by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rukakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. And yes, all praises, honor, and glory is definitely due to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, especially in the times that we're living in. Okay? The prophecies are moving quickly, man. Esau's losing. America's circling the drain. And shit's finna pop off. Okay? And it could happen at any moment now. So, I'm gonna go into a few videos and get some scriptures and yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna start with this, and I'm gonna go back to about 4 minutes, about right there. And I want you to hear what they're speaking about, because Esau is being found out to be a liar. Okay, so check this out. Oh man, if it plays, now it wants to buff. It wants to buff, and we know what that's about, man. You know what that's about. It's all good. Let me not go to that one. Let me go to another one here. Now, this is about 9 minutes long. So I want you to check it out.
All the Trumpers, I just got a question. I know niggas don't want to talk politics, but bring it up. Y'all didn't get a wall. You didn't get the swamp drained. You didn't get affordable health care. You didn't get eliminated national debt. You didn't get a new infrastructure. You didn't get Hillary Clinton locked up. You didn't get Epstein accountability. You didn't get a 5K Doge check. You didn't get the 2K stimulus check. Man, you didn't get lower grocery prices. You didn't get help buying a home or affordable home prices are going up. You did not get America first and you did not get peace. We at war right now. What the fuck did you get? What did all y'all get? Mister, I'm finna save America and all. What did y'all get? Y'all didn't get shit. Higher groceries. Higher groceries. He said the groceries was going down. He said the homes were gonna be more affordable. Then he turned around and said, oh, you're too lazy to own a home. You don't deserve one. We finna jack the prices up some more. Yeah. It's ridiculous at this point. It's crazy. I just don't, man, listen. Trump, I just be over talking about it because people so.
And see, everybody's just, nobody know, they don't know what's going on, man. I mean, they're been given some type of eye salve to see that something ain't right, but because they lack truth, you know, they can't pinpoint exactly what it is because they lack truth. They don't know about the scriptures. They don't know about Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. They don't know the plans of America. You know what I'm saying? So they continue, you know, to just continue to stay in this rat race, man. It's a whole roller coaster ride, man. And Jake stays caught up, you know what I'm saying, in this okay, Democratic Republican thing. You know, and I've seen it happen. Motherfuckers just Democrat every time they vote, Democrat. And then one year they just decide, you know, I didn't like what happened with this last president or whatever, so this year I'm gonna vote Republican. And then after that they like, oh damn, shit, I may as well just go back to Democrat. And then they stay on that Democratic ride. You seen that shit happen with this whole Joe Biden and Trump thing. How that shit went. Everybody was against Trump. He was a racist. He was this. He was that. He was all that there. And Biden was a man of God to everybody. You know, Biden was going to be the savior that everybody needed to be saved, because everybody needs to be saved from Trump. And then Biden got in, and what'd he do besides sleep and eat a bunch of fucking ice cream and show that he's a fucking PDO? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Messed up the economy. The economy was actually okay during Trump's first term. You know what I'm saying? Biden got in and just screwed it all up. Let all the doggone illegal immigrants. It's still a rat race. And then everybody that voted for Biden now, they like, well, shoot, I know why they took Trump out of office, because he was giving black people money. I'm going to vote for Trump this time. You stand on this same doggone bandwagon, man. And you're going to continue to lose because you refuse to turn to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know? This is not for us, man. This is not our risk. Isaiah chapter 30. It said, Isaiah chapter 30 verse 1, it says, woe to the rebellious children, said Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me. Okay? Because you got the prophets out here speaking, but you don't want to hear what we got to say. The true men of the Lord are out here speaking and doing the videos and all that there. Very few people want to hear what we got to say. But they want to hear what they preacher in their church has to say, even though the Bible says that the Lord does not dwell in houses made by hands. Okay? So the Lord ain't in these churches, but yet and still they want to go to these churches and take counsel from a fucking demon, a false prophet. It says, in that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And that's like the scriptures say, they have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And this goes for you Christians, you Baptists, you Muslims, or whatever you caught up in, you have a zeal. You know what I'm saying? You have a zeal. Everybody in their certain ways, they have their certain beliefs in how the Lord and how they feel the Lord wants things. You know. But ultimately, it's not according to knowledge. So therefore, then this because you take counsel of everybody but the men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The men of the Lord has equipped us to be able to answer all your questions. Where you cannot get that anywhere else. So the truth is right here, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, on down to like-minded brothers like myself, man. It says that walk down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And this is what's happening. You trust in the shadow of Egypt. Egypt is modern day Egypt is America. Okay? Babylon the Great. Okay? And we are that rebellious children, you Israelites. Because we're supposed to be seeking after Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and praying for the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to come deliver us out of this hellhole. But instead we want to run to the rulers of this hellhole, to this devil, for counsel. We want to run to him for help. And we depend on these people to have all the answers and to have all the solutions for all our problems. when they have not yet proven to have a solution to not one problem. Not one. Because the real solution is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The real solution is within this word. But our people refuse to listen. That's why the scriptures say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. And thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. Yeah, and our people reject the true knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we continue to stay in this roller coaster where I continue to doing the things that there's just no hope for Jake, man. For 2/3 Jake, man, ain't no hope, man. That's why we gotta hold on. We gotta hold on for dear life. This truth, man. This is life. So you're holding on literally for dear life. Okay, you have to, man. You have to. Because what's going on over here ain't it. And you don't want to be that number of that 2/3 that's going to perish because of their lack of knowledge, man. And their refusal to accept knowledge.
I just be over talking about it because people are so dumb. I'm literally debating regular working class people that's barely getting by saying it's a great thing the billionaires don't get taxed. They're supplying jobs for people.
Wow. When we started talking about releasing the Epstein files, I'm like, this is a no-brainer. President Trump will just roll them out on a big cart himself. Stacks and stacks and stacks of the Epstein files, because obviously Bill Clinton is all in there. And Hillary Clinton. That's what I had been told all along, right? Well, it was the most shocking thing when I sat in a conference meeting and I learned that the president didn't want to release the Epstein files. I was like, what? Yeah, come to find out, he was very much against it. So we kept on trying and kept on talking about it. And then the president told Mike Johnson, no, do not bring that resolution to the floor for a vote. He told the Rules Committee, and Johnson told the Rules Committee, no, you will not mark up any bill in the Rules Committee that will allow the Epstein files to be released. And the resistance built and built and built. He told Pam Bondi, don't release the Epstein files. He told everybody, don't release the Epstein files. So we persisted. Because that's what we promised. That's what we campaigned on. Transparency and accountability. Especially.
And this is once again somebody who trusted in Trump. And she used to work, you know what I'm saying, MTG. Obviously, they wanted to be, they're obviously just abbreviating her name for a reason. So I'm going to say MTG. Look it up. Okay, look up who she is. You see the title of the video right there. It says MTG. If you can see it, it's rather small. But it says MTG gets her final revenge on Trump in Texas power move. Okay. And she used to work in Trump's cabinet or whatever it's called. And they fell out behind these Epstein files. You know what I'm saying? As she's speaking about. You know, and see now. I mean, this dude found out to be a liar. You cannot trust these people, man. That's why we don't go to these people. We don't depend on these people. There is no truth in them whatsoever. If it wasn't for the fact that I actually have eyesight, and I mean not like the eye salve, the spiritual eye salve, the eyesight. I mean, I have actual eyesight. I can look up outside and see that the sky is blue. Besides, like the white clouds and stuff. If I was blind and I knew that it was Esau telling me that the sky was blue and I couldn't see for myself, I am going to believe that it is definitely, absolutely a different color. Because you cannot believe a word that come out of these people's mouths, man.
To pedophiles. How is that complicated? So it got to be such a gigantic amount of resistance coming from the president and the speaker and everyone, the DOJ. I said, fine, I'll do the unthinkable. I'll go over there and I'll sign my name on a discharge petition that all the Democrats are signing their name on. Talk about crossing the aisle. Me, a general in the MAGA army, crossing over to sign my name with a bunch of Democrats? Yeah, I did. Because women were raped when they were 16 and 14 years old. And he was a convicted pedophile, and we knew there were many with him. So I signed my name on the discharge petition. Oh, did I get my name on the naughty list then? Let me tell you. That became a real issue at the White House. Well, I'll never forget it. I was in my office in the Rayburn building, and I got a phone call from the president. And he was at the White House.
Yeah, that's enough for that. You just know that this man is a complete and total fucking liar. You know what I'm saying? So let me see here. I got some things in my highlights to speak on that. So I'm going to go to John chapter 8 and 44. Then I'm going to get this Psalm 58 and 3. No, I'm going to get Psalm 58 and 3 first. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. As soon as they be born, speaking lies. I'm telling you, there is no truth in these people, like we're about to get in the book of John. It says, verse 4, their poison is like the poison of a serpent, because they are literally the serpent. This is the Lord letting you know, okay, in code, that Esau, the spirit that's in these people, is the same spirit that's in that serpent at the very beginning, that deceived the whole world, as they're doing right now. They're doing everything the freaking serpent did, because they are their serpent, if you can receive it. It says they are like the deaf adder that stop at the ear. Okay, so I mean, you just can't believe a word these people say, man. You can't believe a word these people say. So the next one was in the book of John, chapter 8 and 44. It says, ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. And this is Yahushua speaking to wicked Israelites, you know what I'm saying, that just don't want to believe that didn't want to believe in his word. He's sitting there telling them the truth. And Yahushua was even speaking from the Old Testament, which they supposedly knew, you know what I'm saying, because they knew of the Messiah's coming as well. But they still was tripping, you know what I'm saying, because they didn't want to believe that he was actually the Messiah that was to come. Okay, but ultimately because they just wanted to continue in their wickedness, and he was checking them on that shit. So anyway, ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. A murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. And this is going back to Cain. He went from the serpent to Cain to Esau. Okay? He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. These people are incapable of telling the truth. Wow. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And because I tell you the truth, you believe me not. And that's where we are right now, as we are in the stead of Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? Here we are preaching his gospel, which is the whole road the Bible in its entirety, as we have it, the Old Testament, New Testament, and Apocrypha. Okay? And we're giving you the complete truth. And you don't want to believe it. But yet you go down to Egypt. You go to the modern day Pharaoh and you expect Trump to fix every damn thing. And you see he's doing the very opposite. This is why it says, come out of her, my people. Revelation, is it Revelation 18? The one I want? Let me see. Revelation 18, and I'm going to start here at verse 4. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Okay, so yeah, this is a call for you to come out of the ways of this place. Leave these Edomites alone. Leave these other nations alone. Let them have what they have. Okay? Our goal is to get to the kingdom, because that is what's being prepared for us. And this is an everlasting kingdom. Riches upon riches upon riches upon riches. A trillionaire, we will have another word for it that's higher than however many zeros is in trillion. We going above this, man. Esau ain't did a damn thing. That's why we need to come out of this place, because we looking forward to something better. And that means spiritually come out of this place. Let go of the ways of this place. Turn back to the ways of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Because the Lord is getting ready to judge Babylon, and you don't want to be a part of that judgment. But we already know 2/3 of our people just ain't going to get it. You know. But I got another video I want to play about this, you know. Once again, you just can't trust these people. You know, this man...
I used to believe
This man literally reneged on everything he said he was going to do in his campaign. And you still got a lot of people that still trusted Trump. You know, still trusting MAGA and all this here. Which ain't nothing but witchcraft. As you can see, it's working too.
owe reparations due to slavery. I believe that I couldn't be racist towards white people because I didn't have systemic power. I believe.
And I don't think this even the video I wanted, but since I did play this, it is another video I wanted to get. But she said that she used to believe that she was owed reparations. Now listen to what she says though. Actually, let me go and let this play. Listen to what she says.
Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, all that stuff. I believed in Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, all that stuff. I believed in due to slavery. I believed that I couldn't be racist towards white people because I didn't have systemic power. I believed in Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, all that stuff. I believed in transgenderism, feminism. I believe I was owed reparations due to slavery. I believe that I couldn't be racist towards white people because I didn't have systemic power. I believed in Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, all that stuff. I believed in transgenderism, feminism, pretty much everything that was backwards. And now...
She said backwards. I mean, and that's what black people do. You know what I'm saying? So-called black people. We're not black. We're different shades of brown. But, I mean, that's what we do, though. That's what Israelites do. You stay on this doggone bandwagon. You get on one, and it's like hopping on a roller coaster ride. Once again, you're on that roller coaster ride, and then you hop off of that one, you're going to get on this other one because it looks like it's going to be more fun. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just painted differently. And you get on that ride and you realize that it's the same damn roller coaster ride you just got off of. Just painted differently. A different color. You know what I'm saying? So you get the point. This is a whole big old fucking roller coaster that we're trapped in. Until you come into this truth. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I want. It's basically with that scripture we always quote that saying the truth shall set you free. 32, folks. Oh yeah, it'll make you free. So John 8, I was just right here. It says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Okay? Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Simple as that. Because once you get into this truth, man, and you literally have an answer for every question now that you had. Now you're not worried about what they doing because you know it's expected to happen. You know it was going to happen eventually. And you knew it was going to happen soon. Okay? That's why the scriptures also say wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Isaiah 33:6. Okay? Because when you know this truth, you got this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Now you're at a stable, your mindset is stable because nothing surprises you. You were already expecting it. So when these things are happening like this, you won't be surprised. You know? But then we're going to let this chick talk some more, man. Because I want you to see what she turned to once she realized that she don't want to be a part of the Black Lives Matter and the old George Floyd thing like she mentioned. And fair use for this, you know what I'm saying? Fair use under the Copyright Act of 1976. We're not doing this for monetary gain at all. You know what I'm saying? And we don't make money from this. We're out here, we're humble servants of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man.
Feminism, pretty much everything that was backwards. And now...
Did you say blackwards?
Yeah, that was actually a Freudian slip, but yeah, backwards. And now I'm pretty...
And I like the phrase she said that there because that's what niggas do, man. That's straight up. She was a
much
nigga.
the opposite of everything. I'm not for the feminism. I'm not for the stuff. I'm not for Black Lives Matter or reparations.
What happened?
Well, I had a situation back in Chicago where I moved in an apartment and they originally told me I'd be assigned a roommate of the same gender to share a bathroom. They actually ended up assigning me a transgender as a roommate. And I only found out it was a transgender because the toilet seat was being left up consistently. And when I reached out to my black housing manager, she told me they weren't allowed to discriminate and I could move down the hallway to another room if I had a problem. And when she used the word discriminate, it made me think about politics. So I started looking up just what in politics made it legal for a man to be in a woman's space. And all of a sudden I'm seeing all the evil, racist, Republican white people are the ones with common sense who don't want this weirdness going on. So I found myself voting for Trump.
And you became a wife at 23?
I did.
After being a feminist your whole life?
Did.
Okay.
Well, I used to believe I was old.
So that's what she woke up to. That was her great awakening, man. You got to be thankful. You got to be thankful that you got this truth, man. That's why he said, hold fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Hold on to this truth, man. You don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose it. As you can see, our people are out of there. Gone. gone. There's no hope. So those of us that's in the know, we need to pray every day that we stay in the know. That we wake up every day being able to call on the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Wake up every day having faith that our morning prayer is going to be answered, heard and answered. That our prayers from the night before and the day before were heard and answered. Having that faith, man. Wake up every day knowing that this shit is about to end and having faith that we're going to be delivered out of it, man. Because as you can see, this is a very, very, very rare gift. Okay? And not many can receive it. You've been given this gift. Don't go bury it in the ground. Okay? Don't wrap it up in a napkin and toss it away. Use it. Use the gift that was given to you, man. And be thankful for it. Because this is, as you can see, our people, everybody's gone. Everybody's gone. There was another one I wanted to get. And I think it was on
away with. But they don't even talk about the Edomites in most.
And you can check this out. This is the Brother True Doctrine 144 sequel 9. Subscribe and be edified. But he's going into just certain things. So I'm gonna let him speak a little bit, and because he got a video that I want you all to see.
These Christian circles, they act like the Edomites don't even exist, or didn't even exist. But they still here. They existed back then, and they, the so-called white people, the Jewish people, the Australians, the British, white people, so on and so forth. These are all the same people, yet different tribes of Edom, but it's all the same nation of people. It says, I will lay my vengeance upon Edom. And that's a cut to you Christians' doctrine that you've been taught that God love everybody. No. It says, by the hand of my people Israel, so we going to get the payback. And a lot of you Christians will say, vengeance.
What are they after? Why are they doing it? Well, if you want to move a country, a free individualistic economy, which we have. Yes, or had. Or had, okay. To a planned economy, you have to do it through the schools. You have to dumb down and brainwash, change the attitudes and values. You have to completely, social engineering has to go on constantly. When did this start? And who on earth ever did this? Well, then you have to go back to 1934, which I will do. Well, you can go back to the early part of the century when the Rockefeller Foundation and the Carnegie Corporation were deeply involved in education. Commissioned the American Historical Association to put together a study of the social studies of one little volume, Conclusions and Recommendations for the Social Study. It called for changing the United States through the schools from a free individualistic economy to a socialist, collectivized, planned economy in the New World Order. It says that in the book? Yes. And that book was written when? In 1934. By who? It was the Carnegie Corporation paid for it. The American Historical Association put it together. Changed education from knowledge, content-based, academic, to performance-based behavior.
Performance-based. That's why you have to take the standard testing. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they push that because they want it, and they got a nation of people that don't know how to think for themselves. Right.
Exactly, man. See, these people they literally, the whole education system was built on a bunch of lies. A curriculum that they just want you to know that helps you, that makes you on board with their agenda. And that's what's wrong with society, because society was raised up on a bunch of lies. And it's been so important to them Because this man ultimately is going to lead to Revelation 13 and 16, which this man literally trying to make himself a God on earth. So this was necessary to dumb down the people. It's witchcraft, and once again, it worked. And everybody that went to school for 12 years of their life to learn a bunch of lies. Then they go in debt trying to go into college for another 4 years and take up a trade. Then for another 2 years to get this master's, and then another 2 years to get an event. All this here mess, man. A bunch of madness to learn a bunch of lies. This man got to go. And he's about to. You know what I'm saying? Get this one here. This will be the last video I play. But once again, this is why you just can't trust this damn devil. And it's about 4 minutes long. And I might chime in, but we'll see what the Spirit does.
Okay? Fucking ridiculous. I put $20 in my gas tank. And this is all it gave me. This is all it gave me. Okay? That's it. That's it. $5 fucking a gallon. Got me 4 gallons of gas. Less than 4 gallons of gas. Because I don't even think that it actually gave me 4 gallons. It was like 3.8 fucking gallons. And that's all it gave me. Like, this shit is bananas. This economy is fucked. We are fucked. And people ain't mad enough for me. We're just not mad enough. We're just not mad enough. Okay? Rent is too high. Mortgages are too high. Food is too high. Gas is too high. Life is too high. I am over it. When are we gonna uprise? When are we gonna start fighting back? When are we gonna take life fucking serious? Our government is butt fucking us. Okay?
And you just wait. Just wait. Second Ezra, I think it's chapter 13. We'll get that. Let's go ahead and get it, because this brother after she finished talking, this brother had something to say. Let me see if it's in my highlights. Second Ezra chapter 13. I guess not. I think it's Second Ezra 13. And let me see. So, Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay? So, it was another one I actually wanted, but as you can see, but the point is that there's not going to be any coming together, any unity. This is going to be every man for himself. Every man for himself. You know what I'm saying? Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. You know, for one, ain't going to be no cars running, no gas, no none of that. Ain't going to be no food, no none of that. Okay? It's going to be that bad. And you ain't traveling to another city or to another state to try to find something better. They're going to have checkpoints. You know what I'm saying? So, it's finna be a wrap. America is circling the drain for real. And Esau is fucking losing. Where he think he's winning, he's losing. You know. It says, verse 18, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and great tribulation. So while she's sitting here talking about an uprising and now everybody coming together like this guy's about to speak on, you know what I'm saying, hey, that's not prophecy. First of all, it's not prophecy. And when things this bad, you're in a lawless society, a literally lawless society, there ain't no laws, no more 911, no more cops, no more none of that. Okay? Probably won't be no communication, so you can't call your brother to come help you out over here because this dude want to fight you or this dude threatening to kill you or whatever. You know, none of that shit, man. Wherever you are is where you're going to be. And whoever you're with is whoever you're going to be with, and hope that they don't turn on you. It's finna get that bad, man.
Serious. Our government is butt fucking us, okay? And we ain't doing enough about it. Nothing at all.
On my life, y'all bullshitting, bro.
If you wanted to do something about it, well, you would understand that you can't. But at least you would subscribe to this truth. There ain't nobody gonna have an excuse, man. This truth has gone out across the four corners. And you can't tell me that people done heard this truth in China, you know what I'm saying, and you damn 2/3 Israelites here in Babylon the Great, America ain't heard it. Oh, you've heard it. You just refuse to listen. As we read in Hosea chapter 4 and 1. We're going to get it again. You know what I'm saying? Because things are happening. You continue to trust in this devil, you're going to continue to lose. Hosea chapter 4, and it's actually verse 6. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, and thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. Okay? Verse 7, it says, as they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore would I change their glory into shame. And your glory has been turned into shame. Because you've been increasing. Okay? Because you're in a wicked society. You live wickedly. And the world rewards you. Satan rewards you. Ill-gotten riches. Okay? But you reject the word of the Lord. So now the Lord is intervening. The Lord has come back to visit the earth, which he made. 2 Ezra chapter 9. Okay? But now your glory is now that the Lord is visiting this place, your glory, everything that you've earned in this wicked ass society, while you were living wicked alone with this wicked ass society, it's being taken from you now. But if you have been in this truth, if you had listened to the word, hearken to the voice of the prophets, you wouldn't have these worries, because you would know what's going on, and you would have enough faith to know that you're going to be saved out of it, man. It is the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay?
Nothing at all.
On my life, y'all bullshitting, bro. Y'all bullshitting. And what I mean by that, my nigga, ain't nobody trying to do nothing. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing for what the fuck the government is doing to us, man. So we just gonna sit here and take this shit. So we just supposed to take everything they doing to us, man. Listen, let me tell y'all something, bro. They went over there and stole all this oil. They went over and stole all this oil. But got nerves, they want to sit here and want to raise the gas prices on us. Let me tell y'all something, bro, what they just did, bro. They went over there, stole some shit that wasn't theirs, brought it back over here, and now they trying to triple their money up off of us, man. And we just sitting around here taking this shit, bro. That's the shit that be pissing me off every motherfucking day I wake up, man. I wake up, I see everybody just going on by their life like none of this shit matters, bro. But let me go do something. Y'all gonna lock me up right away.
And that's exactly what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. Is it Luke 21? Let's see. Okay, so I'll get this one. It's kind of the book of Matthew, chapter 24. It says, "But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." And that's what everybody's going to be doing. Just living their lives, thinking everything is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And as the scriptures also say, when they shall think peace and safety, sudden destruction come upon them. Okay? And that's how it's going to be. You see it happening right now. All these things happening and everybody just sitting back like it's nothing. While we're out here sighing and crying for the abominations of this earth. Mainly here in Babylon the Great, man. Sighing and crying and hoping that, praying that our Lord will come soon. Come tomorrow, if you will, Lord. Even so come. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? But you people got no outcry about nothing. But you claim to be holy. You got no outcry against this wickedness. Because you too busy engulfed in this wickedness yourself. Loving it. And you're going to continue to stay engulfed in this wickedness until that destruction comes upon you. So continue to eat and be merry. As we stay in the house of mourning, waiting on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah to come and deliver us, man. And that was a rant, but let me let this brother speak. Salaki.
Wait, man. Nah, bro, No, man, it don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that, bro. You know how many motherfucking crimes I committed and went to prison for what I did because I did what I did, and this motherfucker is running around with all these felonies. They doing all this shit to us, and we ain't doing nothing. But
I'm sorry, I don't know if it's me, but this dude looks just like the singer Jaheim. Has nothing to do with the lesson, but I just was thinking about it. He really does. Look that up.
Let me do something. Y'all motherfuckers don't want me locked up right away, man. No, fuck that, man. Hey, I'm telling y'all right now, bro. We gotta do something, bro. We gotta do something. Ain't no way. We should fuck working, stop doing all that. Ain't no way. We supposed to be going right down on Washington right now, bro. We supposed to be at that motherfucking door, nigga. But y'all too busy running around here worried about the Joneses, bro. Y'all ain't got no heart. Where's your courage, bro? To the man. To the man. Where's the man, bro? Where's the man at?
So, yeah, your men finna be sent off to war. Your men, their heart is failing them. I just went into this last night. So like my memory ain't worth a damn either. Shit. That's why we gotta get out of here. Okay, yeah, I was just right there. Luke 21 and 26. So, I'll start at verse 25. It says, "And there shall be signs in the sun and the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken." Okay, and as you can see, men's hearts are failing them for fear. You can see the fear in this man. You can hear it in his voice and see it in his eyes. Okay, and in his movement, his gestures. He's very fearful of what's to come because he sees this shit falling apart. He sees America circling the drain. And he sees that these people ain't doing nothing but deceiving us, man. And leading us down the path of destruction. But he does not have that zeal according to knowledge. Okay? Because if he did, but you know, man. You know, man. It says in verse 27, "And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh." Okay? So this is happening, man, and our redemption is drawing near. Real talk. Real talk, man.
Where's the man, bro? Where's the man at? But y'all could sit around here all day. The police could go around killing innocent people. Civilians could go around killing innocent people. Y'all could do all this. But when we got the real threat in our face, motherfuckers ain't doing nothing, bro. Y'all ain't on shit, bro. I'm ready to fight, nigga. I'm ready to fight. Now, I ain't talking about against no whites, against blacks, no Asians. I'm talking about all of us, nigga. All that fooky ass shit, all that punk shit, goofy shit out the window, nigga. Ain't no, we supposed to be like this right now, boy. Blacks, Mexicans, goddammit, Asians, all of us supposed to be together. Even if the, man, listen, bro. I'm gonna keep this hot, bro. And this is good as it's gonna get right here, man. If motherfuckers don't come together, G, it's over for us, bro. Y'all think a motherfucker just sitting here crazy and shit, bro. It really is. Y'all need to think about that, bro.
Yeah, so Jake Jake's starting to realize, hey, this shit ain't worth a damn, man. This shit ain't worth a damn. And these people ain't doing nothing but playing us. You know? So let me go to Luke chapter 12, and I'm gonna go ahead and get really in this, because he's talking about us coming together and standing up to fight. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no coming together, man. It ain't no coming together. It's at 12 and 50. Yeah, Luke 12 and 51. "Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided against 2, and 2 against 3. 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father. The mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother. The mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law." Okay? The Lord came to bring division, and that's what's going to happen. Everybody's divided. That's why you got so many different religions out here. That's why you got so many different forms of Hebrew Israelism. Or black Hebrew Israelism. We're not black, man. But this whole damn nation is divided now, which is going to lead to civil war, as we read in 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Okay? Sedition among men. You know? So, I mean, it's just a wrap. There's no hope for this place. And we don't take up arms. I'm going to end it right here. Zephaniah chapter 3, I think it's 8. Zephaniah 3 and 8, it says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, said Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my first anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." And you see the Lord gathering the nations together right now for World War III. It's a whole lot more I can get in these scriptures, concerning that, concerning the videos that we watched. So many different topics can come out of these videos. But I just wanted to touch on the fact that you can't trust these people. Stop trusting in Egypt. Stop trusting in your captive, man. Because they're losing, and you're going to lose right along with them. Okay? Wake up, Jake. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Makakwadash. Hope this lesson was edifying, Lord will. Till next time, Shalom.